Hello, welcome back to the Honey Badger. I am Dr. Nefertiti Fox Day Fandino, but you can just call me Naf. So today I have another spirit story for you. This one is very recent, within the last week and a half. It has been ongoing. It has been very interesting. So, a week and a half ago, I woke up out of a dead sleep. Now, when spirit enters my space when I'm asleep, my body is jolted awake because I can sense there's something there, and it's kind of terrifying at first. It's very disorienting, like, oh my god, there's somebody in here, but there's no one in here because I can't see anything. They don't typically manifest in a visual way for me to actually physically see them in the room, but I can feel their energy. I am very clairsentient that way. So this was one of those instances, and jolted me awake out of a dead sleep. Now, mind you, I've been having very vivid dreams as of late for the last, I don't know, 2-3 weeks. Like, I've been jotting some of them down because they've been very profound, and to be woken up out of one of those dreams is insane. But this energy was that intense. Now, this doesn't happen very often, but it does happen sometimes. In fact, I could probably count on one hand the amount of times that I've had this type of energy come around me. I woke up to what felt very threatening, and the whole air of the house felt very off. Now, imagine that your house get broken into and you can just tell there's someone in your house who is threatening and they're looking for something. That's what this energy felt like. Now, mind you, not only do we have an alarm for this apartment, but I have like this string of like 3 or 4 cowbells attached to my door. Because when I was living in a previous apartment, I didn't have an alarm system. So that was my alarm system because I lived by myself. So it's traveled with me. So those things would have made some noise had someone actually broken into the house. I would have heard it. I would have known that they were in here. It's a 1-bedroom apartment. I would have known. But upon waking, in my mind, now I'm pretty sure Spirit was saying this to me because it was immediate, and it's when Spirit talks to me, it comes through like a thought. That's what it feels like. It's like this thought comes into my mind, and it was one of those, and it was just, don't move or they'll see you. Don't move or they'll see you. It's like, if you move, they're going to find out where you are, because that sucker was looking for me. And I could tell it was looking for me. It knew I was somewhere, but it didn't know where, because we were asleep. And when you're asleep, your energy is very close to you most of the time. And because your heart rate is a lot slower, your energy is pulsating, if you will, at a much slower rate. Like, the vibration of it is much slower. It's much lower. But I was awake. Now, our bedroom door is open when we sleep because we have one of those bars above the door to hang off of. So we just don't take it off and we don't close the door, which means I can see through the kitchen into the living room, or partially into the living room. And so I had like one eye kind of cracked open to see if I could see anything, because if it was there at the door, I don't want it to know that I'm awake. Problem here is that anything in the spirit realm, they can see with energy. They don't need physical eyes. They know where you are because they can sense energy. So the door could have been closed. It would have known where I was anyway. They also speak with energy. They don't really speak with words most of the time. They do sometimes. But anyway, I could tell I wasn't dreaming because I could see my husband next to me very vividly. As groggy and as tired as I was, half asleep, I could still see him and I could feel him, and I was moving my arm over to him to kind of like calm him down a little bit, or trying to, because sometimes that works, because he was very fidgety. Now, my husband is not very fidgety when he sleeps. I know this because I'm usually up a lot longer than he is. I don't know what it is about men. My gosh, they just fall asleep immediately. Not us. So I'm usually up for a while after he's fallen asleep, so I know how he sleeps. He's very fidgety. So I could tell that the energy was bothering him, that he was also being affected by it. Now, I did go into a panic because he did roll over towards me. And I thought, oh, fuck, he moved. It's going to see us. But realistically, I think that it's because my panic went through the roof. Like, it was just this wave of panic. And because of that, my energy just... And I knew that I could tell that I was awake. Because the energy shifted a little bit. But here's the thing. It didn't come into the room. My room, or my bedroom, is off limits to spirits. And I've made this very clear because I don't want to be waken up in the middle of the night by somebody being in here. Like, no, this is my time to rest and, re-energize. What are you doing? I don't know what it is about nighttime that they all come out, but they do. But I realized it wasn't coming into the room, but I did what I do anyway. In my mind, talking to Archangel Michael, hey, whatever this is, take care of it, get rid of it, return it to sender, somebody sent it, kind of thing. Just take care of it. And I kind of got like this calming energy. Like I could tell he was trying to calm me down. I was still, but I went back to sleep. And I woke up the next day wondering what the hell was that. Because again, it's the middle of the night. I have no clue what time it was. I wasn't going to go look. Was not going to go look. But it could have been like 2, 3, 4 in the morning when this happened. Waking up at like 8, 9:30, somewhere around there. Because again, you get woken up like that. It takes me a little while to go back to sleep. But it was just such a weird energy. And then, I think a day or two later, for 2 days, I kept seeing this little black orb. It was like a shadow of an orb, but it's like it had a little trail to it. So I felt like I was just seeing things because it wasn't very vivid, but I could tell it was there. I did see it in the bedroom, so that was concerning. It was on my side of the bed. I did see it for just a quick second. That was the first time I saw it. Second time I saw it, it was in the living room. And then, third time I saw it, I was sitting in the living room and I saw it in the kitchen. It's like, okay, there's definitely something around. And this is weird. Now, when I had seen it in the kitchen, I think it was that night we went to bed. Now, we have lights on either side of the bed, but even though these lights are like up against the wall, so there should be no shadow over there, I could tell that it looked shadowy on my husband's side of the bed. So I was a bit concerned about that. Like, what is that? What is visiting here? Because it doesn't. If it's shadowy, it's not usually kind, but I won't say always. So I was concerned, but I went to bed anyway. The following day, later on in the day, my husband finds that there's something wrong with him, to which we had to go to the doctor a few days later. Now, for those of you who know about negative energies and entities, they cause bodily issues. They cause illness in the body. So I was like, oh, great. I don't know what this is, but it needs to go. Now, I haven't smoked out the entire house. I try not to use sage. I do have some. It is a closed practice. I do know this. But I have it for instances like this to kind of clear out the energy and to reset it. But instead of doing it in the whole house, I was doing it over his body instead, and I've done it twice. Because I've been dealing with illness. My stomach has not been okay for months. It's just now going back to a normal state periodically. it'll start to hurt again. But at least I know it's because it's my solar plexus and there's stuck energy there that needs to move. And I figured out how to move it now. I figured out what I need to do for that. But what's going on in his body? It's like, all right, so there's some weird energy going on in that area. So we were trying to move it out of his body and just trying to go see like a specialist or something. We've had the hardest time. We still can't get in with the specialist. We've already tried meds. Meds weren't working. It's like, okay, we need to go see a specialist now, but we can't get in with one. Something is afoot. I don't know what it is. And here's the thing. I don't know if it's because I've been working through my shadow, which is something that you constantly do. If it's one of those things where it is my inner shadow, my inner demons that don't want me to move on or let go of certain parts of my life because they've been there forever. And this is starting to show up in the physical because that is a thing that does happen, or if someone is sending things, because this has also happened before where we've had someone send some pretty nasty things our way, even though there was nothing we actually, and I say we, me. They were targeting me, but they were targeting my husband because he's an innocent bystander just to get at me. It wasn't anything I personally did to hurt this person, but I was a target nonetheless. I wasn't the only one, I will say that. So it's like, great. It's been quiet for like a year and a half, but all of a sudden this has come back around again. It's not anything I can't handle, I'll tell you that. Because if you did go watch my demons video, I had mentioned that as far as demons are concerned, or those not so friendly entities, they are divine beings also, which means that they are of us and we are of them. But they are no more powerful than we are. But because our energy is so potent, like waking up to the threatening energy, we fear them because they instill a sense of fear in us because of how potent their energy is. But you have to remember, if this thing is that powerful, I too am this powerful, and I have to remember that. So it's one of those things where it's not something that I'm going to allow to overpower me in any way. I am a protected individual. I've got Archangel Michael on my side my whole life, and he's still there. And I talk to him every day. I won't say I irritate him or I bother him every day, but I do talk to him every day. But I've got my spirit team, my whole spirit team, my spirit guides, my ancestors, loved ones that I've passed on that are now ancestors. They're all over there, and I'm protected, and I'll be okay. Doesn't mean there won't be some bumps in the road, but I'll be all right. I will be all right. I'm coming to understand how powerful I am, so there's that. But yeah, that has been some interesting energy. We'll see how it continues, or if it does. I don't know. There has been an energy around even before those things started to show up, just something observing, which is a weird thing to feel in the house. It doesn't feel threatening. It's just watching, like gathering information. I don't know. We'll see what happens. But like and subscribe. I will likely make another video here about some of those dreams that I've been having because they were pretty profound and had to do with my shadow work. So it'll probably be in the shadow work playlist for you to go find. So with that, I will see you guys in the next one. Bye.